Hey, this is Jeremy from Production Den. So glad to have you on the channel today. Today we're going to be talking about how to record vocals in FL Studio even if you don't have an audio interface. So in one of my recent videos, I got a comment asking if there was a way that I could show how to record vocals in FL Studio with a lav mic, but without an audio interface. So I decided I would try out this project, showing you guys a couple different ways that you could try to tackle recording vocals. So the two ways that I'm gonna be showing you today, one is recording directly into the sound card for a laptop, and the other is recording into your phone. In both situations, you're gonna need a small adapter that will allow you to plug the lav mic either into the laptop or into your phone. But those adapters are pretty cheap. You can get them for somewhere between like $5 and $10, depending on where you get it online. And I honestly wasn't sure what the audio quality was gonna be between the two of them, so I was interested to see which way would actually produce a better result. So I'm gonna cover each way. I'll show you the clips after the fact, after I did a little bit of mixing on them, and let you decide which way you think turned out better. So the first way that I tried was to record into my laptop via the jack that I have on the side, which is a headset jack. So it's meant for somebody that has earphones and a microphone all in one package that plugs into the laptop. But since I want to be able to listen to the audio and record into FL Studio, I needed to get some sort of a splitter so that I could put my microphone in one end and then put a pair of headphones in another end so that I could hear the audio without the audio coming out of the speakers and causing it to bleed into the mic when I was recording. So I found a simple little adapter. I think I got it on Amazon for about $5 or $6 that split between the headphone and the microphone so that you could plug that into the side of the laptop. One of the challenges that I ran into with that was I plugged my lav mic directly into that without an adapter. So the lav mic by itself has a 3-band end on it, but when I plugged that in, I didn't get any audio out of it. So it took me a while to figure that out, that I needed to plug the adapter that had just the 2-band end on it into the microphone jack in order to get it to work. And I plugged in the headphones, finally got it set up in FL Studio so that it would be able to record, and then recorded very quickly a simple vocal over a simple little track, and you'll be able to hear that now.
Every day you say, I'ma walk my own way.
And once I recorded that, I put that vocal or that audio track into a mixer, and I did a quick mix down of that vocal using the native plugins in there like EQ and compression, a little bit of OTT, which is a free plugin, and then some reverb and some delay, and got it to where it sounded decent. And then the next way that I tried was actually recording vocals into my iPhone. So I used the little adapter that went from lightning adapter to my lav mic. In this situation, I didn't have to worry about having the 3-band to 2-band adapter. I just plugged the 3-band end directly into that lightning adapter, and that worked fine for getting the audio into the phone. On my iPhone, I opened up the voice notes app to be able to record my vocals. And then I plugged a pair of headphones directly into the laptop and then monitored what I was going to be playing or singing to in the headphones while I was singing into the mic that was being recorded through the iPhone. I started the recording on the iPhone, and then I started playing the section of the song that I was gonna record, recorded the audio, stopped FL Studio, stopped the recording here. And then I had to figure out how to get the audio from my phone over to the laptop. And I have an iPhone, but I have a Windows laptop. And if you don't know, Apple and Windows don't work together very well. So I ended up having to, I tried a couple different things. I used an app called Box, which is basically the cloud storage thing. So I pushed it up there, and then I downloaded it from Box onto my laptop. The problem is that FL Studio doesn't read the M4A format that comes out of the iPhone voice notes. So basically FL Studio couldn't see the audio file. So I ended up having to try to find somewhere that I could convert that file format to something that FL Studio could recognize. And I think I ended up going to a simple website called like convert.io. I'll leave a link in the description below of which site that I actually used, but it converted it from that M4A format over to a WAV format. And then I could drag it into FL Studio. But once I got it into FL Studio, I actually had to go through the process of lining it up on the playlist so that it actually was in the right spot. And that took a little bit of finagling to get that to work right, which is one disadvantage, I guess, of recording with the iPhone. And after I gotten that lined up, I went through the same process that I did on the laptop. I did put it into a mixer track, and then I did some basic mixing on the vocals. So did some EQ, some compression, a little bit of OTT, and then some delay and some reverb, and got it to where I felt like it sounded pretty decent. And this is what it sounded like.
Every day you say, I'm gonna find my own way through.
Now I'll let you listen to the both of them. So I'll let you listen to the laptop one and then the iPhone one, and let you decide for yourself which one you think's better.
Every day you say, I'ma walk my own way. Yeah.
And then this is the iPhone.
Every day you say, I'ma find my own way through.
So in my opinion, I think the iPhone sounds a lot better, or the recording from the iPhone sounds a lot better than what went directly into the sound card on my laptop. But the disadvantage to that is it takes a little bit more work on the back end to get the audio file into FL Studio on my laptop. Now, if you have all Apple products, it's probably not going to be nearly the problem that I had, or if you have Android and Windows or Google and Windows and all that other stuff, it might work a lot easier than what I had. But I think in the end, the actual recording sounds a lot better coming from the iPhone. So hopefully it was helpful for you to be able to see a couple different ways that you can record vocals in FL Studio without an audio interface. Hopefully it gave you some ideas about what you can do for your own projects. If you have any questions about what I did, just leave those in the comment section below. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next round.